Civil War game day, and today we're talking about Gettysburg.
I'm Emma.
And I'm PJ. The Battle of Gettysburg was a major turning point in the Civil War. It was the farthest north that the Confederate forces invaded. If the Union had lost, the Confederates would have been able to march on to Washington, D.C. fairly well unopposed. The losses of the men and material crippled the South for the remainder of the war. The Union was well equipped to replace any materials that were lost and were in a better position to replace troops.
Hello, everyone. Today is the second day of the Battle of
Gettysburg.
And I'm standing here with Robert E. Lee, leader of the Confederate Army. We're about to dig deeper into the game plan of the Confederates. Now, Robert, can you explain to me why you chose to move north and attack the Union?
Now, darling, you listen up good, alright? Today is the second day of the battle, and I do not like the Union, alright? Slavery is the best thing for this country, and I will die trying to protect it. Now, looky here. Our plan of attack is to invade the North. That's our number one concern right now. What can I say? I'm just the best there is. I mean, it's just that simple. The name's Robert E. Lee. The name is Robert E. Lee. You can't tame me. You cannot tame me. The Union wanted me, but I told them to forget about it because I am loyal to my Virginia. All right? I was born in Virginia, and I will never disobey Virginia.
Well, that's great. But if you're so great, why are the Confederates losing this battle?
I did not say the Confederates were the best there was. I said I was the best there was. If there were 75,000 of me, we would not lose this war. Thank you so much. Back to PJ in the studio. Thank you.
Here, General George G. Meade,
It's Med, thank you.
Captain of the Union Army. General Meade.
Yes.
Hold on, I need to find my page.
Alright.
Did you plan to confront the Confederacy in Gettysburg, or was this a surprise attack?
You know, let me get this a little out of there. Alright. It's really is a shame to say, but my boys and I, we did not see the Confederates attack coming. And as a result of this, thousands of my soldiers were captured before my troops and I arrived. We really had no idea that we were going to come into contact with the Confederacy at some point, because we were aware that they were moving north, but we did not know that the confrontation would be in Gettysburg. Even though we were not prepared to fight when the Confederacy attacked, we seem to be doing pretty well now. The casualty count is enormous.
How did your troops feel at the end of the second day?
On the second day, my troops, they were really feeling strong about the outcome of the war. We had just finished occupying the Confederacy supply trains and were preparing for our attack on the next day. This attack was later actually considered one of the most incredible in military history.
Yeah, the enduring results looking pretty positive for the Union. What do you think was the most crucial thing you've done so far?
You know, the most crucial thing that my soldiers and I performed during the war was on the second day we occupied the Confederacy supply chains while Robert E. Lee kept making his army attack, which was dumb of him.
Yeah.
Shut up, boy.
This has been the bloodiest battle in the war so far. How are you going to cope with all of your losses?
Well, it's a shame to lose a great deal of young, dedicated men. Fortunately, we started off the war with many more soldiers than the Confederacy, which proved to be a great advantage thus far. This has been by far the bloodiest battle. We have lost around 47,000 men. This is an unbelievable loss.
I agree. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You know, it's my pleasure.
Yesterday, the first shots of the battle were fired.
The Confederates attacked the Union in the shape of a fish hook. It seems to be the bloodiest war so far.
It is funny. It's kind of funny.
That was everything for today. We'll see you again next week.